Nice. Oh, I like the stripes.
Thank you.
I like the stripes.
Yeah, I can't make this thing stay up comfortably, so it's just
Okay.
does. But y'all see what I mean? Like, they came for mischief.
No,
a lot.
Looks fabulous.
Like they're not balanced, but
it's okay. In life,
they're definitely cousins. They're cousins.
That's fun.
They're cousins.
Things can't be too perfect all the time, right?
Yeah, especially not
No fun. No fun, right? No fun.
We're all doing a light thing today.
Yeah.
We are.
We're all doing a light look. Every time I think I overdo it on the blush, for some reason on camera it never looks as intense as it looks in real life. In real life, I look like there's a whole lot happening.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, my computer's restarting, but we can definitely start the show. Hello to our Twitch users and viewers. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Flags and Polls on the Arghon AI Twitch channel.
Yeah!
Yay! My name is Paula, and I will be your host today. I am joined by the lovely Lauren and the lovely Jess.
Hey!
Hi! We are happy to have you all viewing today, and we look forward to hearing from you. Be sure to catch us on our social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Arghon AI. That is ARGHON AI. As well as our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Arghon.
Woo!
Yes. Today's episode is Flags and Polls. So for Flags and Polls, the setup of the show is we have different scenarios, and we see which would be best utilizing an artificial intelligence brain. Someone else can probably describe that a little bit better than I.
No,
I
think it's
not
a good
here,
job.
Yeah.
We're going off script today. We're going off script. The thing I love so much about this show is that there are no right or wrong answers, and it's just a time for everyone to chime in on their thoughts and whatever scenario is presented, just giving different points of views on said scenario. Sometimes the AI will drive an answer, and then other times it's just an open topic of conversation. It always is an open topic of conversation, no matter what the answer is with the AI. We can give totally different answers than the AI, which I also really appreciate because we are not computers. We are real people, and we have real points of views and real opinions, and that's what makes this channel so much fun, the Arghon AI channel so much fun, because it's just a time to sit here and chat a little bit about regular life, a little bit about artificial intelligence, and where we come in terms of the conversation of AI and how it will look for the future.
Yeah.
So how are you doing today? I just see Jess right now. So Jess, how's your day going so far?
Can't complain. Again, the sun is shining. We're hitting a good stint of weather at the moment, so cannot complain. Yeah.
Good.
Definitely Monday feeling today, but,
A little bit. Little bit.
But I'm excited for Flags and Polls. I feel like that's the best way to start the week, so.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. How are you doing, Lauren? How was your day so far, your Monday?
It's all right. It's I'm here and I'm doing what I have to do. So can't really ask for more.
Absolutely true. It's the truth. Ladies, I have one more. Just, we get started with a little bit of a random question, little off-topic question.
As always, yeah.
What is your favorite season?
Ooh.
The fall.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. You'd like it too, Jess?
Yeah, because it sort of is, it goes from kind of not being so hot where you're like, I can't bear it. Kind of a little bit colder so you can wear your kind of jumpers, you know, the trees start changing colour. So yeah, I think that's probably my favourite as well.
You get the most fashion as well because you can layer, but you don't layer so much that you can't see what the layers are. So I love it for the fact that like the fashion can be more, you can explore more. Because once you're in the height of summer, you're like, nah, just give me no layers. Like I just want to walk around in basically tissue paper. And you know, in the winter, I mean, I like winter because if you get a good, like a heavy, good long coat with some nice lines, you can look really snatched, and then underneath can be like nothing, and so it's easier in a sense. But like fall is when you can get like the nice layered jackets, the leather coats, the like, you know, like you see the most diversity in fashion. And then also the allergies are not as bad as in the spring, because I would pick the spring as well, but it's just the allergies are killer in the spring. So
it's when it starts picking up. Spring.
It's true.
That's where it starts.
And then you can have things like warm cider, and you can start looking forward to like I call it pie season. Like I know that, you know, some people do and don't like pies, and sometimes you know, and technically you can have pie all year round, but for me, having pie in the fall, I feel so like I'm just here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah.
You know what? We're on the same page. I absolutely love fall. I really like winter as well, though. I really like winter as well, but fall is just that time of that changing. The leaves are changing. The colors are just beautiful outside. Depending on where you live, it still really might be hot. So, like, a fall in New York feels like fall.
Yeah.
You know, a fall in New York is like real fall feeling. Jess, I'm assuming in England it's the same, where that like change in the weather and I
do your leaves change as much? Because I know that it can be a little balmier than it is in like New York sometimes. So do you guys have like strong leaf color and changing and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And I mean, probably.
Well, here, I was gonna say, well, here, maybe in like London and stuff, but yeah, here where you have some trees, you know, you have a bit of green, like I love seeing the trees change from like that green to that like orangey, like yellow color. It's crisp leaves walking over them, you know, can't beat it.
That like that crunchy crunch.
It's so nice. It's so nice. It's great. It's great. That fall into winter is just a golden time. Quite literally. Everything looks golden. Literally. And I love gold. It's just the color gold. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Anyways, thank you for entertaining my random question of the day.
Good question.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. My next question is, are we ready to get into some flags and poll?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, my first flag and poll scenario is doctor versus AI. Who could stitch a 4-inch cut better? An AI aided robot or a human doctor with years of practice? I will repeat that. Who could stitch a 4-inch cut better? An AI aided robot or a human doctor with years of practice? And those who are viewing and watching right now, please let us know your thoughts in the chat. We always love to hear from our viewers.
It's a short but sweet first one.
Right.
What I imagine, and for some reason I don't know why my head's going towards that, it's sort of like, you know, like 3D printers. Like sort of like as if they've programmed it to know like the shape of the arm, so then it would just kind of be programmed to like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know how like it takes ages to like 3D print something? I imagine it doing it like that for some reason. Obviously not 3D print, it would stitch. But I don't know. know. I think it's because it's something that we don't normally see. So I'm sort of more leading towards the Doctor at this point.
Okay.
See, normally I host this show, so no, I'm on the other end now. I know how
Yeah.
it feels.
Mm-hmm. See, the dilemmas are real. The dilemmas are real. Yeah.
But obviously you said aided though, didn't you?
Yeah, it's an AI aided robot.
The assumption is that the robot has AI, so it's able to like
Yeah.
use it like a brain. You
That's
know?
what I mean. Rather than again it just being like a 3D printer where it's just given that and it prints. It knows. Oh. I'm going with the Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks so pained right now.
Yeah.
These questions are hard.
I know, that's what I mean. Now that it's turned on me, I'm like, oh, the pressure.
No joke, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your final answer, Jess, is
For right now, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's not a bad answer. There is no wrong answer.
Exactly.
That's the best part. That's the best part about flags and polls is that there's no wrong answer.
Gets the discussion going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking, sorry, I just want to put there we go. All right, I'm thinking that, I'm going with robot. I'm going to go with robot because of the fact that right now we have machines that can do embroidery to a very fine level of detail, right? And I think obviously there are certain things that have to be put in place. The person would have had whatever necessary anesthesia. The material and the tools would be. I'm just making these assumptions. The materials and the tools are there that are necessary. I'm assuming that the AI will be the robot aided AI, the robot with the AI in it.
Yeah.
Would be able to understand like sensation and touch and know like not to like jab, nothing crazy. Like it would basically be able to function and to reliably do the job. And I just think that there would have to be a lot of different technologies in place, like computer vision and senses and sensory things. But I also think about the fact that right now there are some cuts that don't need like direct needle thread stitching. They just need to be that you can glue them together and then put a thing over that. So clearly there are different levels of what's extreme and what's needed to stitch something back together. When I think of stitches, I always think of my eyebrow because I had to get 6 stitches in my face.
Oh no.
Not a big deal, but also a long story, so I'm not going to get into it here. But so I was thinking about like, if someone is stitching something, how can they do it in a fine enough manner that it can be on someone's face and not cause disfiguration? And I think an AI aided robot would be able to do it, and might even be able to do it at to a more precise degree than a person. Again, if it's a really crazy, like huge gash, I don't imagine that it would be able to do that for a time without human aid, just because, how do you know exactly? But the thing is, it's a task like any other task. I don't think it's super complicated once certain bits of information are programmed into it. So I would be inclined to say the robot, like a robot guided by AI or integrated with AI, could actually stitch it. I'm assuming this is the year like 2045, and robots are like already helping us with other things. Yeah. Right now, no, I wouldn't volunteer to be the guinea pig. But I also do think that, like, you think about things like SpaceX and the launch that they had on Saturday, and these are machines entirely guiding the path from Earth to spaceship, including a rotation around the Earth, and then doing a really refined job of lining up the spaceship, the what is it, shuttle, to the space station, and that's a really refined movement. It's not nearly as fine as, say, like, a few millimeters on the face, but it's a really detailed life or death level of functioning that's happening almost entirely on autopilot. I think they took over the reins of the shuttle, whatever you call it, space shuttle, rocket. No, it's not the rocket jettisoned. But you know what I'm saying? Like, humans took it over for like 2 seconds just to, verify that, yes, you can steer it and it does respond. But even when they were talking about the docking, that they didn't feel it. It was so smooth, that lining up. And you think about things like that subtlety. You can teach machine subtlety even now. So, at some point, you will want to do that as well, because doctors are going to be needed for very novel things, for addressing and responding to larger emergencies, or just other emergencies. Like, let's address a gunshot wound versus let's just stitch up a clicking mistake or something like that. So, yeah, I would say I think the AI could, an AI integrated robot could.
Yeah. And just think as well, like, in the future, imagine precision, but also the AI would probably be able to do it way quicker than the human doctor as well. Which, imagine if you've got a load of people like in A&E, that need all these stitches, imagine how quick the AI would be able to do it.
For the Americans, A&E is, what is that, ambulance and emergency?
Yeah, like the emergency services. So if you've like had an accident and you need to go get care like straight away.
Yeah. These are very, very good answers.
What about you,
ladies? Very good perspectives. For now, I'm going to say the doctor, only because just the whole facet of eyes, like how is the computer seeing what they need to stitch? Is it through a camera? A camera can only show you so much, depending on the resolution of the camera. I don't know. I just am thinking that the human eye can probably be more accurate in the stitching, in case an emergency happens while the stitching is happening. The recovery process, the ability to, acclimate and be, to overcome those challenges maybe faced within a procedure such as getting stitches done. I mean, there are a lot of different things to take into consideration. Maybe the clotting method, if the patient doesn't clot very well and then too much blood comes out, you have to be able to acclimate and adjust through the procedure happening.
I have a question.
Yes.
So because we're assuming different kinds of scenarios. Like I said, I'm assuming like, a cut on the face. Jess, I think the cut on the arm. You sound like you're assuming that someone has been in a massive car accident to be stitched back together.
I mean,
I just want to know what your assumptions are going in, so I can understand what version of the situation is this AI addressing. Because if you're at the point where you're just getting stitches,
Stitches is very light. Yeah, it's a light thing. It is a light thing, stitches, but it all depends on where it is on the body. Like if it is by a major artery,
you do know that for some extremely serious surgeries, doctors are using machines to help them.
Yes.
Right? And they're working in very, very fine, refined places where they have maybe this much visibility, and it's a scope that's highlighting it.
Yeah.
And with the camera, you can possibly increase what you can see, both taken via light source, maybe a small LED attached to the probe or whatever it is, but also you can increase the megapixel, like the level of sharpness and clarity of what's being taken in. And so it's very possible, especially when you consider that there's surgeons who need glasses, like it's very possible that an AI would have better vision than a person like a human doctor.
True. It's true. These are all very like very real, very, valid points you're making. I'm assuming that the doctor has vision 2020, like 2020 vision.
Hey.
Hey. But when thinking about these things, for now, because even the stitching method,
for you to say like, okay, the AI could do it. Just wondering.
Well, I mean, ideally, because with flags and poles, it's like an either or, but ideally it would be the doctor utilizing and teaching the AI, the methods the doctor actually uses.
Yeah.
That would be the most ideal scenario, but that wasn't one of the.
Correct.
No, but for now, Paula, you were saying for now you'd say no. So I'm asking, what is that point when you'd say yes? If you're assuming, if we're saying that it has to be some future point, do you have an idea of when that future point would be?
Well, going to your point, I do believe right now they are utilizing AI and doctors together, but right now it's an AI aided robot. But then does the doctor have any control over the robot as it's stitching? And I'm assuming no. So, I mean...
Yeah, I'm asking for a time frame. A time frame when you think...
a time frame?
That's what I'm asking.
A time frame when an AI-aided robot could 100%
when you would feel comfortable working with a robot in that circumstance. Because you said for now, no. So is there a for later? And when is for later?
Yes. For later. For later would be... I would even say maybe 5 years from now. I think 5 years we'll have a whole different kind of view on artificial intelligence coming into any topic of conversation. So right now, I think it's very much drawn down the line. People who are, not really sure as to what it is, but then there are people who see the benefit of artificial intelligence and want to invest in AI becoming more acclimated into whatever business sector they work in.
Yeah.
I do believe in 5 years that conversation of AI being a part of the workplace will be so natural that it's like the question that will arise instead of this kind of flags and poles will be like, well, what kind of AI are you using to assist your workplace in the day-to-day, as opposed to would you fully trust it? It will be that place of AI will be demystified by the time 5 years.
Would you use it in 5 years, though?
Yes, I would. Yes, because it will be a fully realized as to what AI really is, and it will be nurtured in a way that it can grow fully and expand its wings. AI is now sounding like a human child in like spreading its wings and being able to for others to fully like utilize all the facets of artificial intelligence and what it is. Yeah. So right now the conversation is, it's this new cutting edge thing, and we kind of just started using it, and there are still many things that need to be like, depending on whatever they're going to be using, that there's always room for improvement. So by 5 years, the conversation as a whole, the narrative around artificial intelligence will have changed for, instead of people wondering like their whole world and livelihood because of artificial intelligence, them seeing it is of benefit and being like, oh, okay, so how do we get this to work for us in the most efficient, most beneficial, and most effective, like I said efficient, but in a way that can fully replace or make better what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
Not replace, but replace almost the human error in terms of anything medical related. Yeah. I would love any percentage of lessening a human error, especially in terms of stitches, and I mean that it's a light it's a light surgery. It's not a really big surgery, but it's still something, you know. So if any chance of lowering the possibility of human error can happen, I mean, I definitely would want to see how AI can do that. And AI can do that. So in 5 years, absolutely. Absolutely.
Here we go. Paula's response.
That's my response. It's a long story. It's a long ways way in the weaving of my brain and my mind and the way it works. But yeah.
Paula, you're hilarious.
You know, what I love about this channel and the Twitch channel is the fact that we are speaking about the conversation of AI, what the narrative surrounding AI is right now, and what a future with AI looks like.
Yeah.
So right now in the world, I just think, honestly, people just don't really know what AI truly is. So almost these things of saying like, oh, this AI technology utilizes something else. It's exciting for us because we know what it is, but the world as a whole, you know, for them to fully grasp what AI is, I think we are forging a new way on this Twitch channel in breaking it down in a way that is easy for everyone to understand, and understand the well, at least I can only speak for Arghon, but the heart behind what Arghon seeks to do is to help people. So, you know, AI in the medical sector is completely normal, and you know, that is a thing for me in my mind. It is to help the world understand, you know, what the intent behind artificial intelligence is. And I believe in 5 years we will be beyond that point of having to let people know what the intention of artificial intelligence is, because they will at that point have already seen for themselves. I think in changing anyone's mind or perspective on things is for them to actually see for themselves, which brings me into my next point of, if you would like to see for yourself what artificial intelligence looks like, what it looks like in the year of 2020, interacting with an AI that gets to know you and your preferences, what you like, what you don't like, you can head on over to www.arghon.com, ARGHON, right now, and download onto your devices. Start interacting with the Arghon AI, and see for yourself what it's like. See for yourself. You know, that's the best part of all of this. That's the best part of all of this, is that there's something that people can utilize right now, today, right now, downloading it onto their device that they have currently, and just seeing what that looks like, what that ease of life looks like in their day-to-day. You know, maybe tasks that took hours before take a fraction of the time now, because your artificial intelligence has assisted you in a way that if you didn't have that assistance, it would have taken much longer. Speaking of 2020 vision and how we're wanting, hopefully, the doctors in this scenario to see, Arghon has an initiative called Vision 2020. And with our Vision 2020, you can head on over right now to arghon.com/Vision 2020. You are able to learn how to code right now for free. And all of the educational lessons are right there on the website, as well as the same area you can practice AI coding. So it's not just coding, it's coding for AI. And that is a whole different world of opportunities that are opened when you learn to code with AI. So yeah, go ahead, do those educational lessons, practice, and create your own. Create your own. We are all creative people, so just having an outlet to express yourself creatively in a different way is very exciting. You know, I think that's so cool. Like, we are on the Twitch channel right now, and Twitch is a gaming platform where everyone can come together and speak about games that they may play, or maybe they are creating games, and it's a place to be a community. What you can do right now, if you utilize Arghon's Vision 2020 initiative, is you can make your own games. You can code your own games and programs. You can share them with your friends, or you can just play them by yourself. Whatever you would like to do with that, you can, because that's how it was created, and that's what it was meant to do, was give you a place to be creative and share with others if you so choose. But yeah, I think it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting.
And it's free.
Yeah.
That does never, you know, that's not something that you hear very often with stuff like that. So it's free. It's completely free.
And I think too, we got to remember, you know, if we're in the time of Corona, you know, you're looking for new ways and new opportunities. So the fact that this is free, you know, it's not added stress to gain added skill. You know what I mean? You can do this from home, wherever you are. You just need that Wi-Fi connection, and then you find yourself, you know, with a skill that is in demand, right? In an industry right now that is hiring people, because tech is still hiring people. So it's a really great option too if you find yourself looking at, you know, possibly needing to have a new career, find a new way of working. And again, it doesn't stress the pocketbook. So that's one of the great things about it.
It can improve your pockets because it's free, but the salary that you could be on it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. Yeah. So, I mean, once again, like we're stating on our Flags and Poles episode today, if you all have any questions or comments, or you have a very like defined way of which way could get a better stitching done, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat.
Tell us.
We want to hear from you. Okay, ladies. Any final thoughts? Final thoughts on this stitching scenario?
It is interesting because I think we bring up on here, okay, I went for the human doctor, but actually, you know, in the future, I think if, you know, you're teaching the AI and, you know, it gets that skill, then that's going to be amazing. But just think again from all the hard work that doctors do, the amount of hours that they have to work, imagine them being able to kind of focus their time on something that is not less important, but, you know, imagine if someone's been in a car crash and they need that surgery like ASAP compared to someone that's got that 4-inch, you know, stitch that they need. Again, imagine the AI just being able to pick up those tasks so the doctor can kind of focus on something just a bit more time consuming is what I mean, because again, it's all important. But yeah, I just think again that's really cool to kind of use AI in that way. And as I say a lot on here, it's like a collaboration between human and AI, so it's pretty cool.
It's so true. And I think too, like, you know, you think about it, the way that can help in situations like Doctors Without Borders. Right? You know, so often when we think of technology, we think of it purely from an economic, you know, that company wants to make money, but think about how AI as a technology can help people, right? If you're in places where just sometimes it's the basic healthcare skills and abilities that are lacking, right? So if you're in a place where, okay, maybe they don't have enough sterilized equipment, or they don't have enough skilled doctors to stitch a cut, so it goes from being a cut to being a lost limb, you know, it can really save, things like that can really save lives. And, you know, and it's interesting because when you look at the technologies that we have, you know, we have things to help where machines can know about like pressure, you know, if you meet any resistance, stop, or just being able to kind of understand, the tensile strength of something and say, okay, well, we don't need to push this because it'll snap, or we don't need to, there's so many bits of information and data that's out there that right now exist in their individual silos, machine learning silos. And it's so interesting to think that, AI has when it's done right, can combine all of these things and turn individual functions into these novel, sophisticated operations and abilities. And yeah, so it's exciting to have scenarios like this, because you realize that, a lot of the building blocks are already in existence and in use in many ways. And, we do use machines in our medical system, even for things as complex as surgery now. It's just so interesting to see. And what happens when the AI, Paula, you said it's like we're talking about a baby, but it's true. And that's actually an analogy that the company has used a lot to help people understand where it is now versus where it's going. Because we talk about Arghon and we say, okay, it's kind of in that toddler stage. Yeah. Right. So what happens when you get to, full blown child, to prepubescent, to, but in this case, minus all of the hormonal drama, but, it's interesting because there's just so much that AI can do and so many different areas it can address. And the applications in healthcare can actually help to significantly reduce, fatalities and loss of limb or life, on a level that becomes revolutionary just because it can now be done. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well said, ladies. Thank you. I'm serious. There's nothing that needed to add to that. Yeah. Unless you're watching at home and you would like to add something to that, you may in the chat.
Shout it out, leave a comment.
Yeah. Shout it out. All right, our next scenario, home search. This is a home search scenario. It's a long story.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're already in that mindset today.
Okay. When looking for a home, a couple went on the internet to search for a home. Although putting in specific criterias on the website was still not understanding the type of style house they were looking for.
Right.
Which was the most important part of the search for the family.
Okay.
Utilizing an artificial intelligence brain, such as Arghon, that understood what they had been searching for, Arghon understood that the couple had been to Magnolia in Texas 6 times in the last year, as well as ordering every kitchen item from their Target collection.
Yeah.
The AI could then determine that the couple was looking for a farm-style home. Which process is better? One that knows what you like, or one that could open your mind up to different likes when searching for a home? So do we like...
Okay, so then who are the exact players that we're choosing between?
We are searching from a website that doesn't understand like the type of house specific.
So just a regular website that has a database and it just spits a bunch of options on the screen.
Okay. Yeah. Or like your AI that probably organized your trip to Magnolia. And
That's funny.
I mean, yeah, like what process is better? One that knows what you like, or one that can open your mind up to different likes when searching for a home? So like maybe they see something that they didn't think they knew they would be into.
Yeah. I think with the home process though, everybody is like, this needs to be my home. If I don't like it, then I don't feel like I'm at home. And then you try and find every excuse just to not be home. You're like, I'm going to go out for dinner, but I'm just going to sleep here. That is it. So I think pros, obviously, for an AI like Arghon, again, as we've spoken on here, it knows what you like due to, the interactions that you've had with it. So that definitely has its benefits because, it's going to know what your favorite colors are. So even the process of buying a home, it's going to recommend or know what type of furniture and stuff you want. So that's really good. But then obviously I'm just thinking like it's a standard website that you just put, right, I want this location, however many beds.
Yeah.
Which sometimes can be a very timely process, because then you've got to go through all this stuff and the majority you might not like.
True.
Plus, Arghon, or an AI like Arghon, is going to know your budget as well. So there's a lot of stuff that the AI is already going to know that you don't have to fill in this website, and spend all the time doing that. So I feel like I would go with the AI, because I feel like I would trust it in knowing my preferences. And again, the home for me is really important. So if it doesn't feel like home, then I'm not going to like it. No. And I don't, if I'm buying that house as well, I don't necessarily want to spend all that money or like get a mortgage and, go through that process. So I think that AI definitely has benefits, where, as I said, I think it's just ease. Like going through a normal website, again, you've got to spend time going through that. So I'm going to go with the AI on this one. Yeah.
Not mad at that answer. Not mad at that answer.
I'm not mad at it either.
Ashley D95 has said, hello. I would say AI that knows what you personally like, as it would be much easier to find a home that would be perfect for you. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what I said. So, yeah. Thank you, Ashley D.
Same page.
Welcome back, Ashley D.
Hi, Ashley D95.
I think, so I think I'm kind of looking at, okay, what are the reasons why each option, is useful? And I think, when you are first looking and you're like, yeah, I want a house. This is a plausible thing now for me financially or lifestyle wise or whatever. I want a house. One of the reasons why kind of going to a database is good and just getting a bunch of things thrown at you is that if you don't know what style you really like, maybe you like Tudor style, maybe you want a craftsman style home, maybe you want mid-century modern, maybe you like, something that feels a little Nantucket. It's there's so many different styles of house, and sometimes you don't know what you like until you see it. And the AI knowing about you is great, because if you know what you want, then you're good to go. But I would still pick the AI, because the AI can also hear the statement, hey, AI, I want to look at houses, but I don't know what I like. And the AI can, okay, would you like me to show you a few different styles within your price range? And then I go, yeah. And so then I'm able to look at houses and hear about it. And then the realtor or the broker who's selling the house, right, or representing the sellers of the house, has, partnered their real estate company, their business, their brokerage, with that AI company, like Arghon. They can give information, exclusive videos, and things like that would allow me as the shopper to see the details of a house, to go, okay, I like this, I like that. Okay, you said it has how many? Oh, it has that kind of cooktop, or that kind of oven, or wall oven, or stove, or this flooring, or that central heating, and that, and I can actually ask my AI and get those details and be able to really have a home experience where I'm getting the home sell, but I don't necessarily even have to, be talking to that broker directly. I can be talking to my AI using language I'm comfortable with and familiar with, and I can also block certain, responses that I don't want to get. And also, because AI, again, similar to when we discussed the shopping, because an AI can potentially, if you partner with them, please do partner with us, because this is stuff we can do, is able to partner with, like, some kind of projection display video company. There's no reason I can't take a house tour from inside of my own house. So, when it comes to picking a house, like shopping for a home using AI, I would pick it hands down, bar none. Throw me in, coach. I'm ready. Like 100%, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like the idea of, if it is a first time home buy, being shown many different styles of homes. So, maybe this couple, they like the magnolia, aesthetic on the show, and maybe what they were going for that time in their life was that farmhouse style living, but maybe circumstances have changed and maybe that's not what they're going for the next build, or maybe they are looking to change things up, you know. Um, Ideally, I would mix both of them together and say, in AI that understands that I would like all of the options available to me, even though, yes, I've bought everything in their Target collection and I just, organized my whole vacation to go visit,
Their silos or whatever.
Yeah. I am
We've
looking forward
got,
to this day.
sorry to interrupt, we've got someone called It's Geordie _ saying, if this is live, everybody hold 3 fingers up. It is definitely live, but, and then they've also said, and say West Side MF, but.
No thanks.
It definitely is live, but thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, hi.
We'll give you the depth, but we won't do the other part.
No.
Where are you tuning in from? What does
Which
the
West
topic?
Side are you tuning in from?
Which West Side are you joining in
It's
from?
true, yeah.
Yeah. What are your hobbies during this quarantine time? What does the conversation of artificial intelligence look like in your neck of the woods?
And
let us
would
know.
you want to go house hunting using a website that gives you a list of all different kinds of houses, or using an AI that presents you with the house options? So tell us which one you choose. Which one would you rather?
Yeah.
And why? Let us know why.
If you're live right now, we challenge you to go like and friend us on this Twitch channel and tell your friends about us too.
Follow us and subscribe to our social media at Arghon AI, because we're going to have these talks all the time.
They have sent. They are from Australia. So hi from Australia.
Hi.
Hello.
Very
cool. So what time is it in Australia right now? You are up late, right?
No.
Aren't they like 12 hours ahead of us? Australia?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Why'd you say no so hard?
Because I just, going west, isn't it backward?
I think they're like 9 hours ahead of the UK, I think.
Oh.
It's currently 5:50. What? It says 5:50 a.m.
Oof. Gosh, that's so early.
So maybe they're up early. Maybe you're up early. Hello. Good
early riser. Hello. I forgot what I was saying.
So you were saying that you'd like all the options from your AI.
Yes.
But to kind of combine the two, yeah.
Yes. When that glorious day comes of searching in these criterias, I definitely want an AI to help me in this process.
Yeah.
I definitely want an AI like Arghon to help me in this process as well. It's a big thing. It's a big thing, but I think keeping our mind open to the different styles of homes, different types of homes, you may find yourself pleasantly surprised at the options that are out there. So, in artificial intelligence to guide me in the process of looking at different style homes is ideally what I would like. I think that's what we would all ideally like, but yeah. Again, like I said earlier, with the doctor and artificial intelligence, I do believe that as the years progress, the conversation surrounding artificial intelligence will also be demystified and just all of the truth surrounding its benefits to help others.
Yeah.
And help processes that now take months at a time can take just so much less time with an artificial intelligence brain helping in this process. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to, starting a home search, and at the end of a month, I'm fully moved in. Arghon has fully ordered all of my furniture.
Yeah.
Interior decorated and done.
But that's the thing, because then if you've gone through an AI like Arghon, it's going to know the measurements of everything. So then literally, that's the dream, isn't it? Not having to worry if like your sofa, your couch doesn't fit.
It's to scale.
When we talk about enhanced lifestyle, when we say you'll be living like someone with far more, like in the most upper echelon of the tax brackets, you'll be able to live like that as a normal person with that level of convenience, that level of not having to actually care about the details because they're taken care of for you. Your comfort is practically assured, Yes. Yes, Jess.
Yes.
AI has got it. Yes, Jess.
It just gets me really excited, because then I'm like, but this, then this, then this, and I'm fully AI side for this scenario. Yeah.
To scale your house. That is also another thing when people go to buy furniture. It's a whole journey in and of itself to scale your house properly. It's a thing. So your AI would know, because all of the measurements of the house would be in the AI, if a housing company so chose to partner with.
You can add them yourself once you own it. You can add it yourself. As we said, you can map locations. At least Arghon, that's something that we were able to do. So the AI can actually know, okay, you're on the second floor. The second floor has this space, has that space, because these are things that you put in it. So there's nothing to say like, okay, well, if we know that there's certain rules of placing, walkways need to be at least this many inches wide, and, coffee tables need this much of a clearance. Those are all rules. A lot of what happens in design, outside of just, I like this color, or I like this texture, they're just rules of spatial arrangement. That's something that an AI can easily learn. And it's actually used in computer-aided design to be able to, place things and put things in different locations and stuff like that. So you're just essentially now getting what you'd pay a design firm tens of thousands of dollars to do. Now you just have an AI doing it for you for free, minus, of course, you having to pay for the furnishings and things that you buy.
Yeah.
But you're now getting, a whole other scale, right? Again, there's so much. That's why we say, to any people, any business owners, any entrepreneurs who happen to be just spending time on Twitch and enjoying their time on Twitch and happen on this channel, it's like, partner with us, partner with Arghon, because these are all things your business can have and can reach people beyond. Like, what if I had a favorite interior designer, and they're on Arghon? So the services that could be offered blow the mind.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's
true. It's so good. If those who are just now tuning in, if you are curious as to what this artificial intelligence we are speaking about is, if you are curious to start interacting with that AI, you can head on over to arghon.com right now, download it to your device, and begin asking questions, working with Arghon, letting Arghon, plan out your day and organize your life a little bit better than maybe it is now.
Yeah.
Let Arghon help you
live your best life.
And then that was timed really perfectly, because it's Geordie _ has asked, what's Arghon? So, Paula said, go to the website, but also we will obviously explain as well.
You want me to do it? Do you ladies want to do it? All right, I'll do it. All right, so Arghon is an artificial intelligence. And so how we describe artificial intelligence is it's taking the human ability to understand, take in data, make decisions, have agency, and putting it into a computer. So our Arghon is a super companion artificial intelligence that you can talk to using natural speech. So the way that I'm talking here and the way that the ladies here have been talking and listening and responding to each other, Arghon is designed to do that too. So if you go to arghon.com, arghon.com, you will get all of that. We have the website. You sign up for Arghon and you can begin using it on your device, right now. And so we encourage you to do it. It's free. It's completely free. And again, when you talk to Arghon, it'll learn about you. You give it permission, et cetera, et cetera. And it's an AI that is also a family endeavor. My father and I founded the company about 16 years ago. And yeah, so when you're using it, you're actually interacting with the people here who put our hearts and souls into making something amazing. So thanks for asking. Thank you for your question. And do come back to the channel. Definitely follow and come back, because we give a look behind the scenes at what the process is like, as well as getting into the technical questions. Like we said, we have the Vision 2020 initiative. So if you want to learn to code, whether or not you've coded before in your life, you never coded before in your life, or you're an expert, learning to code for AI is that next level, and we make it easy. We have the lessons for you completely free. So definitely go to arghon.com and click through our links, and it's all there for you.
Yay.
Follow us on social media at Arghon AI for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You see them somewhere in the corner, one of these corners here. And so then you can get updates from us. And we talk about the different features and whatnot. So it's really good to give you that full look at what artificial intelligence is, because it's amazing, and not everyone has been in it for as long as we have. So, there's some things that we bring to the table, some real bona fides. So, it behooves, and it's good. There.
Yeah, it's so good. We are on the Arghon AI Twitch channel. We are on the Twitch channel right now, just to have a conversation about artificial intelligence every day. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, we bring new shows. So Mondays, we have Flags and Polls. Tuesday, we have Topic Tuesday. So we take a look at any news articles pertaining to artificial intelligence. And we break it down for the viewer, and we discuss the articles between ourselves and those who are viewing. Wednesday we are off, but Thursday is Throwback Thursday. So we have any kind of technology or any way of doing things, or anything that uses technology now or can be imagined with a life with AI in the future. We pick a topic on Thursday, and we talk about how it was, how it currently is, and what a life in the future imagined with artificial intelligence, such as Arghon, looks like. And on Friday, we have our weekly roundup of everything we discussed during the week. And
now we usually go off the rails on Friday, so Friday is pretty fun.
Go off the rails.
It's a bit more chill, yeah.
And we give you all a little sneak peek into what to expect in the week ahead. We are here on this channel to make AI a normal topic of conversation, demystify what people currently think of it is. But what's so interesting is that people that view in from all over the world, the discussion of artificial intelligence looks different no matter where you live. So we always appreciate those viewing from all over the world. So thank you for tuning in. You can catch all of our shows live here every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 5 p.m. British Summer Time.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. British Summer Time. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But we are here, and we appreciate when people tune in, and we really love talking about artificial intelligence. We really love talking about a world imagined, a future imagined with AI assisting people to make their lives better.
And gaming. And I mean, we're on the platform that is all about gaming. And, AI is a big part of that, whether it's just as a plot point or if it's actually using AI to actually help build the games.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's something that, you know, we are into as well as a company. So of course, any questions you have as far as that, any articles, topics you want to see, you know, send us either on here in the chat or, you know, DM us on social. You have all of our links there, and let us know, because we'll bring it up and we'll talk about it, and we'll talk about, you know, new releases that involve AI and stuff like that. So there's a lot of overlap between gaming on a whole, artificial intelligence.
True, it's true. And if you are interested in possibly creating games, I mean, you're on the Twitch channel, so maybe you have been interested in possibly creating something of your own, a game of your own. If you head on over to arghon.com/vision 2020, you can learn how to code AI. And in that coding process, you can actually code and program your own games. You know,
AI gaming. Literally AI gaming.
You can make your own game, your own AI game, and share it with others, or just share it with yourself. But you know, being creative in and utilizing the gaming bone in your body along with artificial intelligence is something that is very cool. And getting to express yourself creatively in that facet is something that I think we've only scratched the surface in really exploring what that looks like.
Yeah.
But right now, arghon.com/vision 2020 is making it available to people and for free. So if you feel moved or inclined to go there, we definitely encourage you to. And if you have any questions or comments, if you do check out the website, let us know. Let us know.
When you check out that website. It's not a maybe, definitely a when.
When, yeah. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's good. That is good. Ladies, any final thoughts about this home search? I think we've come to a conclusion of just AI plus home search equals harmony.
I'm just ready for the day when I'm like, Arghon, buy it. And
then,
like, Arghon buys me like some fabulous pad somewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, yes, the keys are yours. They're being delivered. Ha!
Yes.
There you go. I'm ready.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's just really
so
cool.
Exciting.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. It's so cool. Yeah. Gets me giddy. I'm so excited for it because
I'm ready to do that house buying.
I'm ready. I'm ready, and not only am I ready, but I'm really excited because I know Arghon is capable of that. So being a part of a company that I know is more than capable to do all of these things and follow it through in a way that is effective and efficient and just it just works. Makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Makes me really happy to be a part of a company like Arghon. Makes me really happy to work with a group of diverse people who bring all of that, those different perspectives to the table when speaking about an artificial intelligence. You know, for an artificial intelligence to truly be capable to handle everyone's different life situations, their different life experiences, their backgrounds, like wherever anyone comes from, you would hope to see a team backing a company that is diverse and varied. That means everything has been considered. So whether you're a homemaker or a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, Arghon is able to fully help and assist everyone, no matter where you come from, no matter where you're going. Arghon is there and wants to be used, wants to get to know you, wants to get to help you in your day-to-day life. So that makes me excited to be a part of a company that is more than capable of doing all of these things that we have spoken about here today. So yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the show today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow with our Topic Tuesday. Like I said, news articles pertaining to artificial intelligence. We will be breaking it down for you and discussing it amongst ourselves and our Twitch viewers and users. If you are interested in any of our past episodes, feel free to go to our videos tab on our Arghon AI Twitch page to see all of those there. We also have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel pertaining to artificial intelligence, Arghon specifically, how to download, how to set up, all of those things, as well as some other fun episodes on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Arghon. Be sure to follow us on our social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Arghon AI. That's Arghon AI. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. British Summer Time, for another episode of Topic Tuesday.
Yay!
For all of us here at the Arghon team from our various locations, to all of you Twitch users and viewers at home, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.